Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato in Princeton, New Jersey. Today is Friday, January 6, 2011. News from Turkey that the 68-year-old former chief of the Turkish military was arrested this morning, allegedly for charges of terrorism and plotting to overthrow the government. 68-year-old İlker Bazberg was the head of the Turkish military up until the end of 2010. In a typical country, something like this would be momentous news enough. However, in Turkey, which has a history of military coups over the last 40 years, this is very big news. What's very interesting is that hundreds of other military officers have been arrested over the past 3 years and are currently at various stages of trial, all accused of being members of a clandestine organization apparently dedicated to overthrowing the civilian government. This is very interesting news, and Prime Minister Erdogan, who has become a civilian force for democracy, deserves to be complimented. The financial markets will be watching this closely. It's Friday in the Middle East. It's the day that people go to the mosques, and that usually means violence. No exception. Damascus downtown was rocked by a massive explosion that's killed already about 25 people. Apparently a police bus was blown up by protesters, or not protesters, by people against the government. This comes just 2 days after two coordinated attacks in Damascus that apparently the government is blaming on Al-Qaeda, not the population. The U.S. job market had surprising strength this morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Numbers were released saying that the economy added 200,000 new jobs in December. The unemployment rate has dropped down now to 8.5%. The hailstorm that struck Melbourne, Australia on Christmas Day is expected to cost Australian insurer Suncorp as much as $255 million US. Suncorp noted that they've got reinsurance cover up to $250 million, so the loss shouldn't be too much out of pocket. They've received 28,000 claims already. We haven't heard too much about pirate attacks. Here's the reason. This is coming from an underwriter at Catlin. Insurers have been warned that there will be a big increase in pirate attacks off of the east coast of Africa now because the monsoon has abated. The northeast monsoon tends to run from November to March and brings with it ocean conditions that make it very difficult for the pirate small boats to operate. The monsoon began earlier this year, so it's expected to end sooner. According to Peter Dobbs, an underwriter at Catlin, as soon as you get a sea state of over 6 meters, of over 2 meters high, that'd be 6 feet, it gets very difficult for the pirates to get their boats out there. It's only just calmed down. What this means is that the lull in pirate activity will come to an end. Indeed, the chemical tanker Enrico Lavoli was attacked and captured on December 28th. It's anchored off the coast of Somalia. Ryan Specialty Group purchased Global Special Risks from Willis. Global Special has a niche focus in energy and marine business in London and North America. Ford Motor is coming to Silicon Valley. They're opening a lab there to scout out new technology and keep ahead of trends. It's going to open near Stanford University in Palo Alto probably next month. It's going to be working on safety applications as well as notification alerts that will warn drivers when they're approaching another car. Another application would have the driver be notified when an open parking space is found nearby and reserve it. Another would sell data to weather services by notifying them when a car has its windshield wipers on. Renault, Chrysler, General Motors, and BMW are already in Silicon Valley. There will come a day when the windshield of the car is nothing but a giant screen. We'll see. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you Monday.